I'm Caleb Giddings from Gun Nuts Media, and have you noticed that lately everybody's getting famous on Instagram? It seems like the cool trend is to go on the grams and post videos of yourself doing sub 1 second draws or super quick drills and stuff like that. And yeah, everybody's getting famous and they're getting all that Instagram money and that Instagram fame. And who wouldn't want to be famous on Instagram, right? I mean, first off, there's all the money, then there's the love and adoration of gun bunnies, and then there's the sponsorships and the private jets, and did I mention the love and adoration of gun bunnies? So today, we're here to tell you how to get famous on Instagram. You see, I've cracked the code, so here's 5 ways to get Instagram famous without actually having to do any work like get good at shooting. All right, so the first way to get famous on Instagram without having to do any work like get good at shooting is to speed up your camera footage. Now, you can't speed it up a lot, but what I'm gonna do in post is I'm gonna speed this up by like 0.25. So it's gonna look super duper quick when I actually draw the gun and shoot. See how quick that was? I look like a freaking ninja already. The second trick to getting famous on Instagram is only use reactive targets, okay? If you use paper targets, that means people can see your groups, and you don't want people to see your groups. You want people to think you're a blazing fast Instagram superstar. So I'm only gonna use these reactive targets that sway back and forth when I hit them, like this. See, that way we know how cool I am, but it doesn't actually matter how good a hit I got on it. Third trick for getting famous on Instagram, and this one's super duper important because this is how you get those sub 1 second draws that look so cool on 15-second Instagram videos, is you have to use a timer because otherwise people won't believe that your draw was under a second. But what you do is you set your timer for a fixed delay, all right? So when I hit the go button, 1 1000, 2 1000, 3 1000. I know exactly when it's gonna beep, so I can anticipate the beep so I can get a head start on the draw, like this. And that is what allows me to get, man, it's really hard to see the timer in this light. There it is, come on. That's what allows me to get a .88 first shot. Super awesome. And also completely meaningless. All right, now we're coming into the 4th tip on how to get Instagram famous. Tip number 4 is pretty straightforward. You need to have a gimmick, okay? Doesn't matter what your gimmick is, you've gotta have one, because otherwise you're just some dumb dude trying to get better at shooting, and no one actually cares about people who are trying to get better at shooting. You gotta have a gimmick, man. You either have to be like hyper religious, somehow justifying the fact that you're carrying a gun and training to kill people even though Jesus was a pacifist hippie, or you need to be French or Italian and have an accent and a beard. Tattoos help, tattoos always help. Or of course you could be a girl, just a girl. That's your gimmick, is you're a girl. You don't need to do anything beyond that. Trust me, the internet loves girls. So, have a gimmick. We're gonna pretend that my gimmick is my mustache. Oh yeah, baby. Give me some of that. Okay, the last tip for getting famous on Instagram is simple. Multiple takes. No matter what, always do it multiple times. It doesn't matter if you can't do a 1 second draw on your first rep. Multiple takes. It doesn't matter if your reloads suck. Multiple takes. So if I'm trying to do a super cool 1 second reload video, it's gonna look something like this. Oh, better delete that one. Let's try it again. Gotta have to delete that one too. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it until you get it right. The internet's not gonna know that it took 300 takes for you to get a 1.94 on the Yeah, the internet won't know. So why bother trying to get it right the first time? Why bother getting better at shooting? Just keep doing it over and over and over again until you get the take you want. All right, guys, that's it. If you follow these 5 tips, you too can become famous on the internet, famous on Instagram even, and become rolling in all of the glorious rewards that you will receive, like gun bunnies and free stuff. It's gonna be great, I promise. I don't do any of these things on my Instagram, so I'm not famous on Instagram. And I got 2 pieces of advice before I go. Advice number 1, if you're butthurt by this video, which you may be, because people get butthurt pretty easily these days, remember this saying that a smart man once said to me: it's the hit dog who yelps, bro. And the second piece of advice is the piece of advice that I close all my videos with. I'm Caleb Giddings. Thanks for watching, and remember, run your gun, not your mouth.